All right. Ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you that the tables in Cherokee, North Carolina, at my local casino are now playable, that's exactly what I mean. It's not like taking candy from a baby, but it's pretty dadgum close if you know how to toss the dice. What time is it? It's 11:37. We did have a little battle in there. I did get on the crapless table up front, tossed the time, could not get the traction that I needed up front. Then the dealer, the pit boss, told me, he said, hey, in the back there, they just lowered the tables down to $15. I said, oh, really? He said, yeah, let me check and see. He said, yeah, there's 2 tables back there for $15. The crapless one, and then there's a regular one. I said, okay, you don't mind if I, leave your table? I mean, I'm going to go play. He said, no, go ahead back there. So, I was able to get on the same table that I was on the last time I was in Cherokee. And lo and behold, there's a table in the back that's crapless. Okay, now they've moved another table back there. So now there's 3 tables in the back there, if you know where the Ruth Chris restaurant is at in Cherokee. They got 3 craps tables back there now. They got 1 crapless and they got 2 regular crapless tables. 2 regular crap tables back there, 1 crapless. I was able to get on the crapless table at $15, and but I wasn't in my position yet. When I got back there, the guy that was tossing, all he needed was the 2 to make them all. Okay, so unfortunately that 2 didn't come, and he 7'd out. But prior to that, he went on a really good run. He went on a really good run, and that was really awesome to be able to catch the tail end of it, because I had already had chips. I just moved back from the other table and then was able to place a couple of bets out there, and he nailed it. So I was already up several $100s. Immediately after he shot the dice, he colored in, which was smart, and I recommend everybody do that. I mean, if you made a good fortune on your shot, it's okay to just color up and go ahead and leave, go get something to eat, go do whatever you want, whatever. Anyway, I told Bone was the boxman, I said, I need where he was at. Is that if that's okay if I can move in his position? He said, yeah. Just as soon as he leaves, we'll lock you in. I said, thanks, man. So I was able to, right after that guy got finished shooting, I was able to get locked into his position, which was my position, and I was able to slowly just wait and bet 6 and 8, and or inside 5, 6, 8, 9 on people until it was my turn to shoot the dice. When my turn comes up to shoot the dice, ladies and gentlemen, and it was fun. It was fun. It was just, we had a roll that was just like, bet whatever you want and it's gonna hit. It was stupid. It was like, The guy on the end of the table literally called it, excuse my French, he called it a fuck it roll. He said, bet I'm going in. He said, fuck it. He said, this is a fuck it roll right here. I'm gonna go in. And he did. And so I did the same thing. I mean, I'm the shooter. You know, it worked in my favor this time because the energy was right. I don't know whether, a lot of people believe in the energy at the table or whatever, but I do. I was taught that as well. Like, the energy needs to be like a little bit, vibrant. That way everybody's vibing and, things just click well. Make sure you're tipping your dealers, get them involved, and it just seems to work out, right. But I did have one guy that was to the left of me, and he was extremely superstitious. And I was able to ignore his signs. Like, he would, and it wasn't nothing against the way he was doing what he had to do, because that's just the way he played. But he would take 3 hits and he would turn it off. And he would wait 3 hits and then he would turn it back on. And then this guy missed an opportunity when I was shooting to just make hundreds of dollars while everybody else was just capitalizing on the roll, which is fine. And I'm not knocking the way this guy was playing, because I actually think it was smart. I mean, because in the end, he actually saved he saved a lot of money that he could have had exposed out there when the 7 finally came. I needed the 2 and the 12, but I hit everything else in there. I mean, 3 to 11 was, I hit 4 threes, ace deuces, back to back to back to back. I mean, they were like, anybody want to bet on the ace deuce? Every time I hit it, I pressed it. So that was awesome to be able to full press, because it was a bucket roll. I mean, when that guy said, fuck it, I'm going all in, I did the same thing. So we had a really good roll. The roll lasted right at 55 minutes, Bone said. Multiple 9s. I know Ed from Roller Win would have annihilated the 9s. He would have had it up there pretty high. I had my 9 at 500. I was able to get it up to 500 from $15. So that was pretty cool. I had my 6 and 8 at the 420. Hit my 6s and 8s at 420. Yeah, we are way up in the positive for this session right here, ladies and gentlemen. I am trying to hurry up and get home so that I can get this cash to my beautiful sleeping beauty, my wife. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, another great session at Harrah's Cherokee here in Cherokee, North Carolina. This is my stomping ground. I had another great roll. The table was packed. The table at the beginning, nope, it was not. There was a high roller on there, and I actually watched somebody lose a lot, so that's why I was able to just, when I see somebody losing a lot of money like that, I don't bet, because I just feel, it was just ugly there for a minute. I watched a guy lose a lot of money trying to battle a table. I'm just glad that I got the knowledge now to, when you see something that is not happening, don't try to force it, don't try to make it happen. But on my roll, it just happened, so I was happy that I actually did get a good roll tonight. A lot of people was still there, unfortunately, on a Sunday. It took forever to get the dice to me, but when I did get the dice, I was able to capitalize and bring home some money. So I am very happy with that. So I'm like I said, I'm on my way home right now. It's 11:46. I got probably about 15 more minutes and I'll be at the house. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever want to come to Cherokee, North Carolina, reach out. I'm not afraid to help somebody get here to come and play on these tables. I'm not opposed to that. So just reach out to me if you watch my videos or whatever. You want to come and check out this casino. These tables, man, they're getting good. They were bad at one time, but right now they are really working in my favor personally. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am going home. I got 4 days of work, and then I fly out to St. Lucia. So for me and my wife's birthday, and we are going to have a great time over there. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for watching. If you do, hey, you give it a like or all that stuff, which, I mean, this is for entertainment. It's my life, your entertainment. It doesn't matter either way. You know, we're all still a big old family. So I need to slow down. But anyway, it's been Mr. Yo 11 signing out. Another great trip to Cherokee. I'm telling you, Sundays might just be the days for me to come and play, because it's a little bit packed, but my position so far has been available to me on a Sunday. So with that being said, toss them till you boss them. And remember, if you're up, just go ahead and leave, man. That casino is not going nowhere. I'm up right now, and I could have easily stayed there because the guy that was standing beside me actually wanted me to bet on his roll, and I was like, I gotta work tomorrow, so I'll catch you maybe the next time. So we'll see you. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, signing out. I gotta get to the house, cross these mountains in the dark.